Hello guys, thanks for tuning in and thank you for your support. joinandcoin here, bringing you daily crypto news and analysis. Today I have very interesting things for you, so make sure to watch until the end. First, we take a look at Bitcoin on the recent price action, and then I also made some analysis on the hash ribbons indicator. All right, let's jump straight into the chart. So on the 4-hourly, Bitcoin had a nice uptrend here with a higher high and higher low. But unfortunately broke this uptrend to the downside. But you can make the case that this could potentially be inverse head and shoulders, which has a target of around 26,500. So this is the bullish case at the moment. On the other side, we have this uptrend broken to the downside, and this with a declining buyer's volume. So this is definitely not what we want to see in an uptrend, and definitely also after such a huge crash. So this is bearish, but maybe Bitcoin is cheating us again, and we will get here some big green candle, which first would take out these highs here, this price area at 22.8K, and then make a beautiful V-shaped recovery. This is the bullish case. Let's jump to the weekly. So when we were here in this 30,000 price area, I told you on the channel, most likely we will see the low 20,000. So it was obviously a bear flag and it came back to the low 20,000. And I told you this here is most likely the bottoming process of this whole move here, of this bear cycle or correction. And I said, if the 2017 all-time high is not holding, we will most likely see this price area at 17,586. I don't know anyone out there in the space who called the 17,586 exactly on the point. And I can say this because I'm long enough in the market and I see now two scenarios. So the bullish case in the short term is if the head and shoulders is playing out, but we see the volume is declining, right? So what is the bearish scenario? I think it's more likely for Bitcoin to come down here and test the 300-week SMA. Why? Because Ethereum sometimes gives us a hint, and Ethereum hit the 300-week SMA, right? There's a good chance that Bitcoin will come down and test these levels again. What I would expect then on the daily RSI, I would expect if Bitcoin comes to the 300-week SMA, I would expect Bitcoin not to take out this level of 20 of the daily RSI. So I could imagine something like RSI heading down to 23, 22. Then we got our bullish divergence, and this would mark then the bottom of this bear cycle. So what we know is today and tomorrow there's a Fed speech, and Powell will tell us what are the next steps. So I could imagine that we will see some reflection in the price, and I wouldn't be surprised if we come down to take out this level once again, or on the other side, if the head and shoulders is playing out, then we will see a nice bullish movement in the short term. But on the other side, also the DXY, and the DXY is making a clear bearish divergence on the daily and also on the weekly. But in the very short term, you can see DXY was building here this triangle. Today, it broke out to the upside. So this would also support the idea that maybe Bitcoin will come to the 300-week SMA to test it, getting our bullish divergence on the daily RSI. And this would then mark the bottom for me. Then we talked about the hash ribbons indicator last week. And if you don't know what the hash ribbons indicator is, the hash ribbons take the 30 and the 60-day moving average of the Bitcoin hash rate, which is used to find out the miner capitulation. And this is a very good buy indicator in the history of Bitcoin. So you see these capitulation signals, which are followed by this buy signal. And if you're buying with the buy signals, let's say the last buy signal you would have made 130% gains if you would sell on the top. And in November 20, you would made 300% if you would have sold on the top. So yeah, basically there's a capitulation signal and then followed by a blue buy signal. They are not always accurate, but more often than not. So I was analyzing the capitulation signals in the hash ribbons indicator, and I found out that 9 times in the history of Bitcoin, there was signaling these capitulation signals. So I analyzed how long did it take until we got our blue buy signal. So for example, you see here the capitulation occurred. I don't know if you can see it so good, but yeah, it took around 14 bars. So 14 weeks after the capitulation here occurred, the blue buy signal was flashed in the Bitcoin price chart. So I took the average and found out it is 7.5 weeks. So roughly 6 bars or 6 weeks where on average we will see our blue buy signal, right? And then I analyzed when the buy signal was flashed in history, where Bitcoin had a huge bull run after. So I found out that this one here to our all-time high, then this one before with 300% gain. And then I would consider from the 2017 buy signal, where we had this huge rise to our blow off top in 2017. If you take these 3 blue buy signals, then you come to an average of 33.6 bars, which would mean on average on the 13th of March, there would be the end of a huge bull run. But I think you can make the case that maybe this one from 2016 is not that reliable than the last 2 ones, because with all this Wyckoff and our current cycle, I analyzed the last 2 ones, and this would bring an average of 16 bars, which would bring Bitcoin to the end of a major bullish move at on the 7th of November. Yeah, this is of course some speculation, but keep in mind that there's a good chance that we will see some bullish price movements if you take the hash ribbons indicator as a potential indicator for trend reversals and buy opportunities, that we could see some nice bullish price action in the coming weeks and months. All right, this is it for me. So keep an eye on the Fed speech today and tomorrow. I would expect some reaction in the price. Bullish case, head and shoulders. Bearish case, 300-week SMA. All right, that's it for me. If you like this video and you want to support me, please subscribe, hit the like button, and also hit the notification bell. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.